Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, dominant. Paying homage to the cats in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, you straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the side. But I just rob you on the job, my energy. See me tripping in tempo as they cook my game plan. And my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks we ain't always pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base, hit the links, Anthony Mace. We create the logo when there's airspace that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's 50 dashes on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew, so here's a few bars to shine like Star Divine to Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Yeah, salute everyone. What's going on? What's popping? Knicks real talk, game day. We here in the building, Divine Shot Powers. Hope everybody do well. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. We got to get it popping, man. Get in here now. Hopefully, Knicks can get back to what they're doing. But first and foremost, we bring our partner in crime in the building, Shot Powers. What's popping?
Salute Divine. Salute chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. Whether times are good or bad, happy or sad, we still got to be Knick content creators, Knick fans. So that we can find a way to get back on a winning way, man. We've been playing some tough basketball lately, man. Not what we wanted to be. 5 games in a row losing streak. We got to get it popping, man. Try to turn this thing around. Obviously, we got a couple of injuries that's pretty major to the team. But other than that, we still haven't been playing basketball like we did when we was on an 8-game win streak. But we're going to try to kill all that. We're going to try to get in here on this New Year's Eve night. Talk some Knicks basketball, get ready for the game that we are talking about. Everybody having a great, happy New Year moving forward in 2023. But I'm salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. Knick fan for life. Robert, my man, salute to you. Jet for life, salute to you. Tim Smith, me and Shop Power, we was in the building. Happy New Year to all you ladies and gentlemen out there, man. Hopefully we have a great New Year moving ahead in 2023. Shop Power, and everybody can be prosperous, healthy, wealthy, and get wise. And just try to have a great 2023. Hopefully the same thing for the Knicks. They can roll into 2023 a little bit more better than they were at the end of this calendar year, man, with losing 5 games in a row. But we're going to talk about all that and get it popping, man. And let's get it, man. What's going on with you, my brother?
Man, there's I'm here, man. I'm waiting to see this game tonight. And I mean, a salute to the chat, man. Happy New Year, happy and healthy New Year. I hope this new year brings everybody a little bit of prosperity and some happiness, man. And let's hope that the Knicks do the same thing for us as well. This little slide that we're on right now, it's a little rough slide, but we all know as Knicks fans, we have these, like you talk about, Divine, these peaks and valleys. We then been to the peaks, and we certainly are in the valley right now. So let's see if the Knicks can change the projective going into this 23 new year and go in with a high note.
Yeah, real talk, man. We just gotta find our way again, man. We was off something on that 8-game winning streak. We was high off everything, but it looked like all that's wearing off on us now, and we just kind of hit a little slide there, man. A couple of games we gave away. I thought we should have had in our bag. I think once we didn't win them couple of games, it kind of started having a ripple effect on with the psyche every day. They competing though, like I said, they competing, they going hard, but they just not closing these games out. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've seen so far is they're not closing out the games. You know what I mean? They played well for the lead last 5 games losing streak. They played well for 42 minutes, 47 minutes, 48.5 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't know. You know what I mean? But they definitely losing a lot of games at the end of the ball game, and we just got to find a way to get a stronger mentality and know that when we right there for the taking, we got to close it out. We haven't been closing out games lately, but I think we hopefully we get a chance to get it together tonight against the Houston Rockets. But right now we definitely searching for answers. Let's put it like that. And hopefully we'll find it sooner or later.
Yeah, on hindsight, we all screamed about this year, seeing the Deuces of the world, seeing the Grimes of the world, seeing IQs of the world and stuff like that. And we're seeing plenty minutes of them from them. And with mentioning those names, those guys really haven't been in primetime minute games aside from IQ. So you take that into consideration. We're down two primary guys in our offense in the starting lineup. And kudos to Julius Randle for holding it down. I think he's like the top 5 player in the NBA or something like that with the amount of scoring that he's doing, the amount of rebounds he's doing, and the amount of assists that he's doing. So, a semi-all-star style year for Julius Randle. So we just got to get back together, man. And once we get everybody back on board, I think we can propel ourselves back into that, that winning streakish style of basketball. But how I say it, it all comes down to pushing the pace, grabbing rebounds, and hitting free throws. And then the last game that we played, we did none of that. I mean, we got out rebounded. We couldn't hit our free throws, and the pace was null and void. Aside from IQ and Julius Randle, we didn't have nobody really else that really somewhat contributed to that basketball game. So once we get these guys back, we see what we can do. And Popovich is a good coach. He, like I said in the last read that we said, he gets guys that you don't know what their name is, but after you watch them play your team, you know those guys for the rest of your life. So kudos to Pop for making me know these guys that's on the San Antonio team, because I never knew half of the guys that they were even talking about, even doing the backgrounds and the homework that I do, and now I know who they are. So kudos for Pop for that.
Yeah, real talk. Salute to the chat. Salute to my man Sadina. Am I saying it right? Sadina. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize for that. But salute to you. Salute to Frank Matos, Met Nick fan. Let's go, JJ, Charlie King, Hampton Lee. Everybody's Met Nick fan. Let's go. Salute to you guys. Jet for life. Happy New Year to all you guys. I know it's early, man. We still got about 6 hours, but man, Happy New Year to all you guys, man. I hope you guys have a prosperous one moving forward. Now, and hopefully our Knicks will, like Shaw Powell said, but first and foremost, from Knicks Real Talk to you guys, truly Happy New Year, man. And thank y'all for hanging in with us all season long, through the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys, like we talked about. And but y'all remain coming in here, giving us y'all love, man. So we appreciate y'all. That's real talk. And just getting back to the Knicks, man. Just to piggyback what you said, Shaw Powers. We got some young guys there. They learning as they go. They've been playing up peaks and valleys, as we always say.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, Quentin Grimes, peaks and valleys, but I see more peaks than valleys. But you got to give IQ his credit. He been, oh my goodness, bro. IQ been putting it on both sides of the ball. 36 the other day. Him and Julius Randle, the first two Knicks since Al Harrington and David Lee to score 70-something points between two people. Them cats was in there doing their thing, man. Salute the man real quickly from filling that void, man. And like he said, and Tom Thibodeau said, yeah, we get the stat part of it, but we lost the game. So like now I'm happy to quickly take that like that. We said, that's the numbers was good, but we lost. And I think that shows the character of what the team is. And hopefully they can get back to their winning ways. Deuce McBride contributing when he can. But Julius Randle been playing like a monster, all-star consideration, no question. You can't name too many power forwards in the East doing what he's doing other than KD, Giannis, and so many couple of other guys, maybe. But Julius Randle was right there at the power forward spot. So y'all make sure y'all vote him in and see how it goes. I would talk about that, Frank Matos, because that really interesting. I wouldn't doubt that. I really wouldn't. So we'll talk about that, man, later on in the segment and everything like in the show. But just other than getting back to the basic shop house, we're not rebounding like we were. We're not shooting a charity strike numbers like we were, and obviously we're not closing out the games. I get it with the young town. We missed a 40 points from two people, literally. R.J. Barrett and Jalen Brunson, pretty much 40 points in your starting lineup. You're missing that, so I get it in a sense. But you play the man who in front of you. But that game against Luka, we know that was just the game against Chicago against DeMar DeRozan. You know what I mean? It was like the couple of games they didn't play bad basketball. They didn't close it out. They literally didn't close out the game. That's the reason why we're going through what we're going through. But I think these cats got to take a lot of pride in what they do. I'm not sure what Ted's going to do tonight differently, but whatever he do, it's really not the blame game that he didn't coach well or the players didn't play well. We just did not close the game with the amount of the youth that we have playing right now. Quentin Grimes 1 year, second year. McBride second year. Quickly third year. Sims second year. You know what I mean? We got these guys playing games, and sometimes if you don't have the insight to master all of the NBA, these things happen. You know what I mean? So we can't really fault too many people because we do have young guys in this team haven't even played 3 years in the NBA, just got there. And some of these things that go on in the game, you still takes a while to learn. And I think that's where it comes at to me, is that right now we got a bunch of young guys in a time when we losing. This is where the experience comes in at, because they know how to handle this. So they learn. It's not a negative thing. They learning. So we got to take these bumps and bruises with these wins and losses, because we asked for these young guys to be in there. They in there, but also you got guys been at least 7 years still don't know some of this stuff, that what it takes to win a game, and you just got to roll with it, man. But I'm optimistic about this team. I think when Jalen Brunson get back, RJ get back, Obi get back, we assume where we need to go. I'm disappointed that we won 8 and lost 5, but man, you can't question when the team is pretty much healthy, they holding it down. So I think that's all we can ask for right now, with the way the team playing.
Yeah, peaks and valleys, man. With these guys getting, from them being used to getting 5-7 minutes a game to getting 30-34 minutes a game, is a big step up. And, it takes a lot out of you. It makes your chest burn a little bit more, makes your legs hurt a little bit more. You have to, understand how to catch that second wind, and, on and on and on. You know what I mean? Not making any excuses, but it does make a difference. And, with these games that we have lost with this, the younger, quote unquote, younger players that we have, they are going to come out to be better for it. You know what I mean? You get burnt a little bit. You understand what happened and you learn from it, and you try not to make that same mistake again. You know what I mean? And, that's what it is. And, that last game, we didn't do a lot of things that you need to win games. The free throws we didn't do well. We got out rebounded, and we didn't really push the pace. We reverted back to a half court game, and that really we slowed the ball down. We making a positive pass and stuff like that. But when you push the pace and put the defense on their heels, it's easier to make a little basket. It's not saying that a half court game is not easy to make baskets if you make the right pass, but you give yourself a little bit more options when you come down and everybody is scrambling around to kind of catch up to their man, and you make 1, 2, 3 quick passes. You get an open man, you get an open shot. A little easier than to grind it out and dump it down to somebody, and then they give you the ball back in like 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, real talk. Just to piggyback on what Charlie King said, Charlie King, you're 100% one of the best rebounding teams in the NBA, and that's part of their defense mentality, because they so good rebounding, that's their defense. But here's the thing that I want to caveat, and then we get into the itinerary tonight. But check this out, guys. Here's why the Knicks is 0-5. They gave up 122 to San Antonio, 126 to Dallas, 119 to Philly, 118 to Chicago, and 113 to Toronto. So if you're not scoring, if your average for the season is around 113, 114, 115, obviously you're going to lose all those games because everybody scored more than you. The Knicks' best night is 114, 115, but you got cats drop a 122, 126, 119, they outscoring you. So obviously our defense got to get back to what they do. And I know that we haven't been rebounding that ball where we should be. So we got to get into all that. But I think that's really the Achilles heel right now for me, is that our defense went from giving up so many points a game to be 8-0, and then obviously converting back to giving up almost 118, 119, 120. And when you don't have Jalen Brunson and Obi Toppin and maybe R.J. Barrett, you can't. It's gonna be hard to make up for them points from McBride and Sims and when quickly hot. That's different than having Jalen Brunson and Obi and these guys in there who can make up them points instead of relying on guys who just trying to learn how to get them points. So I think we just got to get better at that overall, man. And I'm hoping tonight, Quentin Grimes going back home to Houston, playing for the Houston Cougars, Coach Sampson and them guys. Hopefully he come out there and play within the flow of the game and have a good night to let the people in Houston appreciate what he did down there for the Houston Cougars. So Catch, I'll say it looks like Brunson playing tonight. That's a big relief because according to me, I still have McBride there, but that's huge because now that gives us more firepower. And we got somebody stronger back on the bench to help our bench out. So it's the game of plus minuses, and I think having Brunson back is a plus. It takes the minus away from having a stronger bench and things of that nature. So I'm glad to hear. I hope that stands true to power. Catch out, but we just got to get back at it, man. We still right there, 18-18. We ain't too bad. We still sitting in the 8th spot right now. Obviously, we win tonight. We move up against Miami into the 7th spot because they got the same record we have. So it's a couple of good games. I can't believe Indiana beat the Clippers today, 131-130. That would have helped us out a great deal as well. So I'm scoreboard watching now in the East. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just seeing what we're going to be at. But real quick, let's get into what's going to be on tap tonight for Knicks Real Talk, man. And we continue the conversation. Don't go nowhere. We here. Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it. Devon Shaw Powers. This was on tap for our itinerary tonight. That we're gonna get back and continue to get it popping, man. Salute to everybody. Yes, we back in the building, man. Knicks Real Talk. Let's get a game day. Devon Shaw Powers. Salute to the chat where it's at. Knicks got a game tonight in Houston, man, versus the Houston Rockets. I'm gonna go down there and try to stop this skid we on right now. 5 games in a row. Hopefully we can bounce back and get it popping, man, and find a way to eke out a W tonight. Get back over 500. Then we go home to the Garden for a couple of games, man. So it's been definitely disappointing into our home game stand and coming into this road trip. Definitely not happy with that, man. But we just got to learn how to get this thing popping tonight. And Jalen Brunson definitely going to make a big help him coming back to the starting lineup. But the young guy down there is pretty gritty, though. San Antonio Spurs, the Houston Rockets, very young team, but they gritty. They got some talent down there. I mean, obviously Green. I mean, he's talented down there. Sugan, he's talented down there. Kevin Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. I'm sorry, he's a talented young man down there. They got some talent down there, man. At DeJohn Tate, he's good down there. They got a lot of young guys down there who could ball out. So just like the San Antonio Spurs with Keelan Johnson and just again and Jordan, whatever his name was, Sheldon. Them cats gave us a business unexpectedly. What we knew what Keelan Johnson could do, but it's the same thing popping tonight. They got some young cats down there who can really get it. I mean, Cam Reddish and Keelan Johnson came out the same draft that year. Coming into this year, now these cats are going in a different trajectory for San Antonio. Keelan Johnson on the rise. Cam Reddish like he's going the other direction, whatever the case may be, for what reasons. But these are the same thing applying to these Houston Rockets. They got a lot of young talent. Still got Eric Gordon, who down there for a veteran down there, but they looking good down there. And they got some good young talent. Though their record it doesn't show their record, but it shows them where their future going to be if they keep playing this thing right. They got a lot of young athletic guys down there who can get buckets. Jalen Green, coming out at G League Ignite a couple of years ago, he nice. So you got Jabari Smith came out of Auburn this year. He nice. I wanted Jabari Smith on the Knicks big time junior last year. Well, I meant this year when he came out the draft. But he went number 1 or 2 or 3. One of them, I'm number 3. So they got a good young team. We can't take them for granted, Shot Power. Just like San Antonio Spurs. You got to go in there and play 40 minutes. I don't care who the competition in front of you, experience. I don't care if it's LeBron James or it's whoever. You got to go out there and battle. And I think they're gonna have to do the same thing tonight to get a victory tonight.
Yeah, this team, I've lost the paperwork. I can't really find it, but this team has beat some big teams this year. Even though they're projected to probably be one of the latter teams in the league. They beat if I'm not mistaken, Cleveland, LA. I think they beat Cleveland. Giannis team, Milwaukee. They beat some big time teams. So they're not no scrub. They're NBA team, man, and they're professionals. And at any given night, these guys can come out here and score the basketball. You know what I mean? They have beat some big teams this year. They're not 0-30. So let that be clear. You know what I mean? These guys will come out here tonight. They got some great young talent. They're not shooting the ball that great from the 3-point line, but what they do is they like slashing and going to the basket. You know what I mean? So if we could eliminate some of that slash and going to the basket, and hope that they have a bad shooting night from the 3-point line, we should be able to eclipse this game tonight and go into the new year. After the new year, we'll get if Jalen's going to play tonight, hopefully early in the new year, we'll get RJ back, and Obi should be almost ready by maybe sometime January, Martin Luther King Day or something like that. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off you, and I brought up the tape for that reason. These cats can rebound pretty good. They almost 50 rebounds a game. We've been slacking lately in that area to me. And they don't shoot well from the 3-point line. They only shoot 30%. We shoot 38. We score almost 8 points more than them. But that's different without RJ Barrett, obviously, and Jalen Brunson. So, them numbers might change, but Brunson's back tonight, and Emmanuel Quickly and Grimes continue doing what they're doing. I think we still be able to hold that 116 down. Hopefully, we got to find a way to box out Sugan and Jabari Smith and all these guys down there in the paint. Mitchell Robinson, I think he had the bounce back game tonight. I mean, he didn't play bad the other night, but I think he had a better game tonight. But the assists is about the same. Field goal percentage be a little bit better than them. So the tail of the tape showed me that the Knicks should win this game. Not only from the tail of the tape, but just the talent in general. I think that we are more uber talented than they are as far as experience-wise. So I think the Knicks should go in there tonight and try to compete and win. And we really need to get to this. We just need to stop the bleeding. We need to find a way to put a Band-Aid on this thing, or gauze or whatever, but we got to stop it. Real talk. I agree to 100%. Kadena, is UN Spirit 90. That's what we got to do, man. That's where we got to get back to playing. The defense side of the ball being gritty, being hard. But you know what? We're going to go out there and fight and compete tonight. The Knicks, one thing about them they have been doing all year, despite the wins and losses, they are competing. I can see that. I can see that happening, Frank. Let's hope that comes to fruition. I ain't got no problem with it, depending on what's in there for us as well. But I think we got the assets and the picks to deal with anybody, depending on who coming out of there, man. That would be interesting to see what happens with that. Who the Knicks want in that Indiana deal. So you never know. But I'll keep my ears to the ground, my eyes open. As far as the game tonight, we got to go out there and play 48 minutes. Keep doing what we've been doing. Look, we've been losing the game at the end of the game. We ain't been losing in the first and second quarter. We've been playing hard, man. And like I said the other night, we down a couple of soldiers, but it is what it is. Before, like I said on the injury report, Jalen Brunson is going to be day to day. He Crash out said he's playing tonight. So other than that, Obi Toppin, Trevor Keels, and RJ Barrett out. And John Tate for them is the only cat they got listed on the injury report that's out for the Houston Rockets. Starting lineups, obviously, if Jalen Brunson there, changed what I had in there. For what I'm looking at lineups, they got Jalen Brunson, Grimes, Quickly, Randall, and Robinson. And for the Houston Rockets, they're going to roll out Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Eric Gordon, Jabari Smith, and Sugan. So that's what they rolling out there tonight, and they starting lineup. We'll see how it goes tonight, man. The game will be tipping off roughly about 7 o'clock. But I think the Knicks gonna play tonight, Shop Howard. I think they come to play every night. But this is one I think we really go out there and win. That's just due to the fact. Now, JJ just said Brunson is ruled out, and with this show, guys, because the chat is part of the panel. Even if I'm in the flow about something else, but the chat put out something that day that's interesting, I'm gonna go translate to the chat because they part of this panel. They're just invisible and we visible. But the chat is where it's at. They thought as a part of Knicks Real Talk, like JJ said, he said Brunson is ruled out. So if Brunson is ruled out, then obviously we rolled the starting lineup that I had projected in there, which was Grimes, Quickly, and McBride. So we know it is what it is. So that just makes it more tougher. But I still think that we got enough firepower to win the game. We close the game out and do what we do best. I think we'd be all right tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking through some things too. I see some, one says probable, one says questionable, one says day to day, one says out. So I guess in the next half an hour or so, somebody make a final ruling on if Jalen's going to play tonight. But if not, we got to roll out with what we have. And, with a couple of games that the young guys have had, they're getting experience. So let's see if they could come out here and, push the pace, push the pace, get out there and hopefully Mitchell Robinson can have a bounce back game and grab some rebounds tonight. And when we get to the free throw line, we need to hit our free throw shots. So with those things being said, I say this all the time. If we do those three things in high regards, we can win almost any game out there.
Yeah, real talk. I think they will. I think they come to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me for the screen mess up. But I think they come to play tonight. And they've been playing, like I said, they've been playing every night. It's not no big deal to me because they have been playing good ball. They just at the end of the game they collapsed a little bit. Luka got a lucky bounce win his way. Against Janoir DeRozan, we missed 4 free throws. They didn't go our way in that scenario because we all we need to do is hit one free throw, and that basket he had wouldn't even matter. So, but it is what it is. You just got to keep grinding, man, and keep playing ball, man. I think we're gonna be okay. We still 18-18. We still at 500. We just need to find a way to get back at it, man, and then get into our game. And we could do that. I think we go out there and play. The good thing about it that this year be over after tonight to Tuesday Monday. I apologize. Monday when we go up against the Suns, I think that is in the Garden. It's a new year. It's a new year. And I said, coming into the second half of the season, and at the end of next week, if the Knicks 500 or better, then I'm good because that's what I thought we would be. So if we literally go into this half of the season, if the Knicks can stay over 500, even though all the peaks and valleys we went through, and obviously these last 5 games, but if the Knicks can get into the 2022-23 season over 500, knowing RJ coming back, Obi coming back. Whatever happens with the trade scenarios and the deadline, once the deadline is gone, then everybody will be at ease. Then until February 9th, those are going to be people going to be up, going to be kind of yin. They don't know if they're going to be here or not. They don't know if they're getting traded. But once that day is over and they know they're not getting traded, you're going to see even a better Knicks squad. They're going to be all relaxed and knowing that I'm still where I'm at. I ain't got to uproot my family. I don't got to change schools. I ain't got to try to blah, blah, blah. All they know they can concentrate on just playing basketball. And that's why I give credit to Emmanuel Quickly and guys like that. Hey, you in trade rumors, but you still playing. You still handling your business like a professional. You knowing that no matter where you're going to be at, you're going to have to put up the numbers to be a successful NBA person. So I salute the man quickly because he's one of them guys who's been in trade rumors and he's handling his. You know what I mean? So that's good to see, man. I was really hoping that these cats can get healthy pretty soon, Shot Powers, so we can get on a run and make shit happen.
Yeah, that's all we got to do. Push through this last game of 2022 and get into 2023, get healthy and get that togetherness back, you know what I mean? And, starting to, the things that we don't pay attention to, that doesn't make if you don't pay attention to it, you'll miss it. We're missing RJ right now. RJ has been rebounding the basketball this year about 6 to 7 rebounds a game. We missed that last game. Jalen Brunson, not the biggest rebounder, but he used to get you about 4 to 5 rebounds a night. We missed that last game just from those two guys. That's about 11 more rebounds. 11 more rebounds in the last game. We have a better chance of winning that game against San Antonio. So it's just things that we have to, and to piggyback off all of that, we got to hit 85% of our free throws, man. For us being this, how can I say it? Like the word around us being like a mid team, you know what I mean? We have mid players. With us being a mid team, we have to really capture the things that are out there for us, the second chance points, those 50-50 results of the basketball. Get to the line and get close to 85% every night. Get down there and rebound the basketball and out rebound the team by 8 to 12 rebounds every game. Those things are major things for a team that doesn't have a quote unquote superstar-ish like player. You know what I mean? We have a lot of good role players, and Julius Randle was playing out of his mind this year. I didn't think that, me personally, in the beginning, in the preseason, we used to talk about it. I was scared for Julius Randle. I wanted them to trade him because us as Knicks fans, we can be real brutal when you're messing up. We can be real brutal. We ready to ship you out for the wrong reasons, and I didn't want him to suffer the ridicule from the New York fans if he couldn't compete this year. That's not going to be said from any Knicks fan right now. He is the best player that we had and the best player that we have right now. So kudos to what Julius Randle is doing, change the mindset, and hypothetically speaking, Knicks fans, let's see what he can do. Get us through this end of this year. At the end of the year, truth be told, if we thinking that if the Knicks ever thought about trading Julius Randle after this year that he's having this year, it should not be a problem moving that contract to anywhere. If there's any projections of him being traded, this would be the perfect year for him to be traded after this year. So, let that sink in for you too. So we got a couple of guys. Oh, kudos to, not really kudos, but let's say kudos to Evan Fournier for getting out there the last game and being a super duper professional, getting out there, having played in the last umpteen games and coming out there and putting the ball in the basket. Still, to me as a Knicks fan, I've seen a couple of plays that he still ain't got no defense, but he still ain't got no defense. But at least he got out there and he got gritty. He got in the passing lane. He tried to rebound the basketball a couple of times and he scored the basketball. So kudos to him. He just showed the Lakers that he can still shoot the basketball. So if you want to take him, we got him for you.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, salute to the chat, man. Up Cash Out, Franks, Ron, appreciate you, Ron. Still Knicks fan in the building with us. Just checking in. Ron, we appreciate you. Cash Out, everybody. Let me just say this, Knicks fans and everybody in chat. You know what? How many people even thought the Knicks were going to be 18-18 anyway? Listen, because of a couple of mishaps at the end of the game, the Knicks still would be in 5th place. I mean, listen, this is real important. 4 missed free throws against the Chicago Bulls against DeMar DeRozan. When you had that game in the bag, literally, I mean, there was no reason to even lose that game. You down. I mean, you up 1 or 2, whatever. You miss 4 consecutive free throws. You lose the game. It happens. But they think if they would have won that Chicago game, and you let Luka Doncic, without a couple of your major ball players, get a lucky rebound, but the effort was there. But because of some of our young guys that do, because think about who we had in the lineup at the time when he got the rebound: McBride, Sims, Randall, and whoever was there. So that's against a guy who dropped 60 on you. But what I'm trying to say is, think about if you just would have secured the rebound, just got the rebound, we wouldn't be having these negative conversations about the Knicks. We would not be talking about the Knicks. Blah, blah, blah. We had a couple of games that we didn't lose. We gave it away.
Facts.
Gave it away.
We gave it away.
So that's why people may think, well, why Divine so optimistic about the Knicks? Because I see what's happening right there for 46 minutes. We was literally 18 and 13. 18 and 13. And if this say 2 of them games would put us at 20 and whatever, it'll be a different. That's why I'm still optimistic, because I know that it's not the talent that we have. We was in the game without Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett. Literally. And a cat dropped 60 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 and whatever assists on us. And we lost the game because we missed one rebound. And we had a bunch of young guys in there. And I think going into the new year, when RJ get back, Brunson there, whatever happens with Obi happens. If he there, we still could use Obi as a scorer off the bench. His pace. He helps make the Knicks' pace even be more better. So we kind of miss Obi in a sense where, not because of all the other things, but he can get the energy going on that team, up and down, easy transition points, not letting the other team set up their defense, just get out there and unleash in a fast break and give us some extra buckets. But so I do think that I'm still good with this team, man. We ain't like we 12 and whatever. We 18 and 18 in the 8th spot, and we lost 5 games in a row. We still right there. So I just think that we just gotta take the good with the bad. We've been playing bad on the defense side of the ball these last 5 games. Like I just said a few minutes ago, 122, 119, 118, 120. That ain't Knicks basketball, and that's why we losing, because we not scoring that much. We're not scoring it. Every game. Our average is not 120 points a game. So when you're giving up that many points, obviously you're going to lose the game because you're not scoring that much. So our defense just got to get back to it. And I think tonight we got to find a way to get off this road trip and save this road trip with a victory shot, Howard. We can close out this abysmal road trip with a victory. I think that's a big plus for the Knicks to win the game tonight against a team who you should beat, but don't take it for granted because they got a lot of young talent down there. But if you could win that game tonight, salvage your road trip some way, and still be over 500, after losing 5 games in a row, you're still over 500. You about to go back to MSG and start the new year off. I'm hoping that's what the Knicks could do tonight, just to get off that skid, man, and stop the bleeding, win the game tonight. Whatever, how many men play, how many men don't play, you got to find a will in your heart tonight as a Knicks fan, as a Knicks team, and a Knicks fan and a player to win that game tonight and get up off this road trip and get back to MSG. I think that's the only other outcome that I think would be good for these cats if they could do that tonight. I think it'd be a big plus for them.
Yeah, I'm there with you, Divine. You're right. The defense, a little lackluster. What I mean, they giving up more points projected for that team, for their stats and stuff like that. But we match up offensively against a lot of teams, man. We lost these games, by 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 points. You know what I mean? And the defense, yes, the defense is not where we want them to be, because we want them to hold them under or at their average, the opposing team that we play. But in a lot of these games, man, we losing these games by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, and it comes down to that free throw shooting, man. The game against Chicago, we missed 11 free throws. We hit 5 more free throws. We don't have a problem beating Chicago. The Luka game, we missed 9 free throws. We hit 4 more free throws. We don't go into overtime. Things like that. You know what I mean? The defense in certain quarters is not good. And the defense picks up in certain quarters. Usually it's like 1st and 3rd, 2 and 2 and 4. But we can put the ball in the basket, and our defense can hold us. But what we need to do is bolster up our things, that free throw shooting, man. It is plague for me as a Knicks fan. That's what's plaguing us, man. We dropped down from almost 80%. I think we're like 60, 69, 74%, somewhere around there. We dropped down dramatically in these last 6 games or so. And if we can put the ball back in the basket, 85, 82, 83%, man, we would have won. These out of these last 5 games, we could have won 2 or 3. You know what I mean? And that would, that's what makes a team that doesn't have a superstar a better team. When you grab aggressive against the rebound and hit your free throws. And I mean, we're better with our 3-point shot, man. Randall was shooting out of his mind from 3-pointers right now. We have games where Grimes comes out there and can shoot 13 free. I mean, I'm elaborating 13, 15 3-pointers and stuff like that. Emmanuel quickly is coming into his own with the 3-point. So we have elevated our game from a month ago from being 29% to about 38% now. So, you know, and the 3-point defense was getting better, but then we had players to go out. So in time, once we get these players back and stuff like that, my biggest thing as a Knicks fan, we get to the line at least 20 times a night. 20 times a night. If we can hit 18 out of 20 shots on a consecutive basis almost every night, if it's Mitchell Robinson missing 2 free throws and everybody else is, you know, pretty much water when they go to the line, we win games, man. And that's basically how I feel about it.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off what you said, we are reverting back to last year's Knicks when it comes to that free throw line.
Yeah, man.
Knicks shot like 60, 60, 61, 62% last year. That's definitely unacceptable. In the last 5 games, we kind of resulted back to that. Like, we missing free throw shots at the most opportune time. In the game, you know what I mean? And I think it's causing us a lot of. The reason why we're taking these L's is because, like I said, Quentin Grimes and Jalen Brunson do not miss no free throws in the crunch time against the Chicago Bulls. You don't do that. You know what I mean? I just think they too good of shooters. You know, and to miss them free throws and obviously, you know, like you said, Mitchell Robinson even shooting just as good as he was the last couple of years, a little bit higher, 50s. He's getting there.
Yeah, about 50-something%. That's and you know who's really hurt. I mean, I don't want to say hurting us. Let me rephrase that. Has been hurting at the free throw line. Julius Randle. Yeah. Julius Randle was 83%, maybe 8-10 games ago. He's down to like in the low 70s right now. His free throw shooting, he's missing about 3 to 5 a game, and he gets to the line a lot. Now he gets to the line maybe about 10 times, almost 10 times a night. And if you get to the line 10 times a night and you missing 4 free throws, you do the math. That's 60%. You know.
Yeah. You know what was bad about that? Real talk. And I'm the one who was shooting the ball real well, and who wasn't shooting the ball well in his career. R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett was shooting the ball from the chatty stripe real well this year. And now he's not there. Probably, you know, he can make it a little bit easier. Jalen Brunson had the last couple of stupids from the chatty stripe. Like I said, 3 or 4. He shoot that well. So I was kind of how would I say the word I'm looking for?
Stunned. I mean,
there you go.
Stunned.
I was stunned. Brunson was missing these free throw shots, man. I'm like, okay, Jalen, he been buttered. He had shot like 30 or 40 in a row or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, so we just got to get them things together, man. We got to get them together. We got to get that rebound, and we've been getting out rebounds the last couple of games, which is unusual. But we'll be all right. I think the Knicks will be fine, man. You know me, I keep the receipts on these recordings. So when I get in here in June, when we in the playoffs, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna say, go check the tape. Go check the tape. I'm just saying, when our Knicks get in the playoffs and everybody talking about, I'm gonna say, go check the tape. That lets you know that there ain't no hyperbole. And if they don't get there for some shocker reason, you can go get all the crow you want. The Sweet Baby Rays, whatever. I will own it. But, you know, not dealing with feelings and emotions. This team is 18-18, and we're not even playing. We're missing quality players. We just lost a couple of games.
Yep.
I don't really got nothing to say. Knicks right now should be 20-13.
Easy. 2015, something like that. 2021 and 6. About that. We should have won at least 3 more games than we lost in those 3. One of the biggest things with the games is you know, I know we talked about this, the Chicago game, and it sticks in my mind. We get the ball, we're up 1. Jalen, we inbound the ball to Jalen Brunson. They foul him. Jalen goes to the line, and he misses not 1 but 2 free throws that lost us the game right there. You know what I mean? At least if he would have hit the 2 free throws and DeRozan comes down and does that and one shot, at least we go into overtime. So those 2 free throws, the Mavericks game, Randall missed 4 free throw shots early in the game. Those 4 free throw shots haunted us the whole game. Those 4 shots, it would not have took us. If he'd have hit 3 out of those 4 shots, we don't even go into overtime. So, things like that, because I'm a Knicks fan, I'm just harp on stuff like that. But those are the things as being this mid team that people talk about that we have to do better. Those are the things that we have to do better. We have to get to that 80% range from the free throw line. We have to out rebound teams by 10 to 12 rebounds per game. And those I started this year because me, Devon, I always talk about pace. Even from the last couple of years, I always push the pace. And pace also means when you can keep the opposing team on their heels when you're coming down court, not always getting the ball, getting it out, running it down and getting a quick layup, a fast break point. But when you get the ball from a rebound, push the ball up the court, putting pressure on their defense, having them backpedal and making the right pass to score the basket so you could get back and set up for your defense. That's what I mean by pushing pace. You know what I mean? So those things, if we can continue to do those things, and I believe once we get Jalen Brunson back, once we get RJ back, and this too, let it be clear now. RJ hasn't played in a couple of games. RJ is going to come back. He may be a little rusty, so we're going to have to give him a couple of games. Let's not talk about trading RJ again after he has 2 bad 7 for 27 shooting when he comes back, early next year. Oh, let's trade. He's done, bud. RJ this. RJ has played really good basketball this year. He has elevated his game. He's getting to certain spots that he hasn't done last year, and he's hitting his free throws that he couldn't hit last year. So, let's give him a game or 2, to get back acclimated, to get that win back when he does come back.
Yeah, real talk. Like, I'm gonna tell you something for me. Just to piggyback what you said, even in that Chicago game, even before Jalen Brunson did that, Quentin Grimes missed 2 free throws.
Right.
Oh my God. Yo,
right.
Quentin Grimes missed 2. That's free money. That's like that going somebody giving you free money. That's why they call it the charity stripe. Somebody giving you free money, you got to get that money. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Them cats will miss these things, man. But you know what? It is what it is, man. But we gonna the Knicks is good, man. I don't care what nobody say. We 18-18, injury prone, and not injury prone. We got some key players injured, and we just playing a little bit of a couple of bad breaks here and there, and we still right there, still 8th. Knicks should be sitting there with a 6 at right now, 6-20-14, literally. And I think this team ain't going. I think this team going to represent. I don't give what nobody say. I don't say I don't care what nobody say. I'm saying I think this team going to represent, and I think they're going to come in there and play hard the second half of the season. They know once they get healthy, they got a good team there. They're going to be okay. I'm just going to call it what it is. I see what they got there. I just think they're going to be good. Somebody's going to come in this organization in the next couple of weeks or a month. It might not be a superstar. It's going to be a player that's going to make this team even better because we're going to have to move on from Cam Reddish. We got to move on from Fournier. Whoever it be Kuzma, whether it be Eric Gordon, who we playing tonight, whether it be whoever it's going to be. Somebody going to come in here that can help the Knicks. Whether it's the Indiana thing that Frank Matos was talking about, we're going to get this team a little more stronger. You know what I mean? I don't know if Obi that is involved with this thing but I like the way the young guys are playing. They think they're getting that experience right now. And this is so key. Even though we're losing, these young guys are getting experience. So at the end of the season, when we get in the same pressure cooking situation, they done been through something. They done been through it. So it's going to benefit Grimes, Quickly, McBride. Let them go through their peaks and valleys right now and get the experience. And then by the end of the year, they'll know what they're up against when they get in the major games, especially people like McBride. I think Grimes pretty much locked in. He there. Well, let's hope that he go down to Houston tonight, man, and playing at the University of Houston. He can go down there and hopefully Coach Sampson to be in an arena tonight watching Quentin Grimes play. Quentin Grimes come out there within the team concept and have a good game for the Knicks tonight. Quickly had it the other night, man. Quickly and Randall had a pop with 77 points between two people. Like I said, not since David Lee and Al Harrington, nobody did that for the Knicks. So I mean, Quickly was in the game, and the game before that dropped 15 assists. He was killing it from down there. He been playing some good basketball, man. So we got what I'm happy about this team real quick. Real talk, Shaw Powell, is that other than Jalen Brunson and Hartenstein, these cats been playing together for 3 or 4 years. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm happy about this team. That's why I believe in the team this year more than anything, because Robinson, Randall, RJ, these guys been playing together for the last 3 or 4 years. So to bring in Jalen Brunson and Hartenstein, other than maybe taking a little bit of time away from some of the young guys, you did disrupt the chemistry, because you look at the starting lineup, other than Jalen Brunson, the whole Knicks starting lineup coming into this year played together. Randall, RJ, and Robinson together. Yeah, they played together 4 years. So they kind of got that chemistry there, and that's why I'm not too concerned about it. Now with Jalen Brunson getting right in the fit in from knowing Tibbs' system from all the years he's been around him his whole life, and with the emergence of Grind being here 2 years, but all these guys in that starting lineup all come from a Knicks system that they've been playing together. Because the only one they didn't draft was Randall, and so Grimes, RJ, and Robinson, they drafted all these dudes. You know what I mean? And they still right now getting their money and starting in the Knicks lineup. Mitchell Robinson, 2018, 4 years now he got his money. RJ 2018 going and got his money. You know what I mean? And so it is Grimes last year. He coming in here, he's starting. So regardless of what people may think, we literally starting guys that we drafted.
Facts.
Drafted these dudes, you know what I mean? I think that's so important to me to know that the guys that we playing, other than Jalen Brunson, we drafted these guys. You know what I mean? Granted, the Franks didn't work out, the Knoxes didn't work out, but these other cats working out. Mitchell Robinson got a little bag. RJ got a bag. You know what I mean? And Quentin Grimes going to get a bag. So I salute to the Knicks for keeping these young guys around, and they paying dividends. They signed Sims for 4 years. If McBride getting a chance to play Shot Powers, he need to show and prove he can get him a little bag with the Knicks, unless, at the end of his time. So I'm excited about the way that the organization is moving things, despite all the stuff you hear outside the organization or on all these other platforms. You gotta give Knicks credit. They are literally sticking to the game plan, and I think they're gonna go in there and get a player that ain't gonna come in here and gonna help you get a little better. And I just believe that. So I'm pretty good with where they at.
Yeah, this year's a big year, 2023. This is definitely the year. At the end of this season, we get to see who we got and to see what we want. You know what I mean? And I think they may be a trade or two coming up in this trade deadline. But to see how these guys have come from last year and how they play basketball, makes their stock a little higher going into this off season. You know what I mean? So there's the chirps out there about IQ right now, and he may be on that maybe looking to be moved because of the contract that he's probably going to be looking for. So that's something that we could look forward to try to include him in something to get someone back, and so on and so forth. But we this season, I just want us to be a good team, man. I want us to be a good team, and this year we can make it into this playoff realm and be a good team and make some projections for the next year, 23-24, coming into 23-24, make some major moves then or something like that. I mean, if you really look at it, if you really pay attention to basketball, there is really no players out there on the trade market really right now. There is really no, not no prime time player. You don't see you don't see who am I thinking? It's a big name player out there that's really ready to be snatched up and stuff like that. And the majority of these big name players, let it be said, man, these guys are making $200 million. I mean, they ain't no $50 million contracts. You know what I mean? They're about $50 million a year almost. So let that sink in too, because we have to figure out how to move players bring a play. If we do get a big name player, to bring him in here to fit the projected salary cap that we're in right now. You know, over or under whatever we do, we have to fit that player in. So you know, if we're looking for the Levines, the Bookers, the Giannis's and Bees and all these guys are making like $50 million a year, man. 44 million dollars a year, you know. So in order to get those players, we have to relinquish some of the guys that we have. And I believe the Knicks have been pretty good in these last couple of years since Leon. I mean, you know, there could have been some things like I'm gonna harp on it. I wish we could have got Benedict Mathurin, you know what I mean? But you know, that was just me being a fan, you know what I mean? I thought he would be a good guy coming off the bench for the Knicks, and I see why I thought so, because he is lighting it up over there in Indiana right now.
Yeah, Taylor, I'm about to start a mad fire up in this piece. Lakers fall off LeBron James in New York in 2022-23, I'm about to call it right now. The Lakers don't get up in there. LeBron said he ain't doing no plan for a ring. The New York Knicks gonna go get LeBron James the 2023-24 season.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
It ain't happening in LA, and the only thing LeBron playing for is a ring. Knicks got the infrastructure, they got the cap space, they got the money they can bring about to make the contract work. They got picks. Lakers going to rebuild. LeBron James come to Broadway.
and let it be clear, Divine, if that was something like that was to happen, LeBron would electrify the Garden. You know what I mean? He would electrify the Garden, and with a superstar like him coming here, even you know, being up in age, him coming to New York, he's still playing you know, top 10 NBA basketball numbers, man. He is still, I think, you know, high 20s and low 30s scoring. He's still passing the ball good. He still shoots the ball well. Man, that would be a move I want. You know what I mean?
Check this out. Do you think a Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett, LeBron James, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson don't get you to the finals?
Yeah, sure.
Listen what I just said. Brunson, Barrett, LeBron James, Julius Randle. Now he ain't got to be that main. Now you got that dude there with Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the acclamation of someone with LeBron's status would elevate the whole team. He if I'm not mistaken, I'm guessing right now. I'm guesstimating. I'm guesstimating that LeBron must be somewhere around 6 or 7 assists a game. You know what I mean? So with the guys that, you know, to put guys around him like a Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, you know what I mean? He'll probably almost average a triple double a night. You know what I mean? He still grabs rebounds. He'll get these guys open because he demands so much defense. So now teams have to super duper double team him, and he's gonna find that open shooter. And if the open shooter can knock down the shot, we'll probably be scoring like 132 points a game.
Defense would be crazy because LeBron can defend at his age. I mean, listen, you talk about now you got that superstar. At the end of the game, I'll make the decision to win this game. You know what I mean? Like I said, like the KDs and the Donkages and all the guys.
Mm-hmm.
All the Knicks is missing is a guy who could make a decision at the end of the game. And LeBron James on the Knicks with that lineup, that's you top 3 or 4 in the East. Easy. You gotta be in top 4 in the East. So just watch out for that caveat I just said. Y'all know I'm having fun with this thing, but LeBron James and the Lakers don't propel. LeBron James gonna get up out of LA. He like, I got to get these rings. I got to get a go to, and they so financially strapped right now with his contract.
AD, all them contracts.
They moved Westbrook 47. They can go get a superstar now. Yeah. Let's not get it twisted. They can go out there when my man Westbrook contract expires, and they can say, you know what, we can go get another dude. But I think if not the case, LeBron James he can end up in New York. They got the cap and the infrastructure to do it. We got the picks to do it. And then you know what? You could listen. You could bring in for $1 million, $2 million. Carmelo Anthony, who gives a fuck? LeBron, you know what I mean? For $2 million next year, who cares? And he can do a lot. Him, Quentin Grimes. I mean, it's crazy, man. So I like our future, man. I'm only just having fun with this, but in reality, it can happen. Not saying it's gonna happen, but it can happen. That's why so much we might get on these Knicks shot power about what they are in a good damn place, bro. They really are, man.
They really are.
Good place.
And these last couple of years that we didn't have this front office, man, I mean, you know, it's some things like, you know, I thought last year we could have made a pick in the draft. We could have made, 2 years ago we didn't know who the hell was Quentin Grimes. I mean, well, I didn't know who Quentin Grimes, but you know what I'm saying, like a 20-something pick, IQ 20-something pick, Mitchell Robinson 30-something pick, Sims 58 pick. You know, we didn't see what we had, but you know, we always like, who is these guys? Why they who is this? What is that? And you see what, you know, these guys pick these guys, and they're fitting the role on what the New York Knicks team does this year, and you know, for the latter part of the years that they've been here. So you know, I got a little confidence. I think, well, to me as a Knicks fan, this is one of the better front offices that I've seen in, you know, a long time in the New York Knicks. I haven't seen a front office like this that have so many first-round picks. Usually we sell all our picks and get players like McDice and can't play. You know what I mean? We get him and that's it. And now we set back 3 years because we gave up 3 first-round picks for, you know, 89, 90, 91 or whatever. You know, I'm just making up numbers. But, you know, giving up 3 picks for 3 years straight. And we really haven't done stupid moves. We haven't done those stupid moves that we'd be like, man, what is that? Now, me, as a Knicks fan, I like the Carmelo deal because we got Carmelo and we gave up. Who did we give up really for Carmelo? You know, we gave up like 4 or 5. We gave up these guys. Who are these guys? I mean, right. But the thing that we didn't do is that next year when we got him here, we didn't do nothing to help him. And that's where we felt we faltered a little bit. But, you know, let it be clear, man, we got a good infrastructure now. 21 picks, 11 first rounds, 10 second rounds after they took their second round pick from us. We're in a good place right now. You know what I mean? We got some young, aspiring players. And, you know, let's get it. You know what I mean? You know, let's get good this year so next year we could be better.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, Frank Matos said, what would you want from Indy for Obi Toppin?
The Matherin.
They ain't giving him up.
Hallaberry. That's the only 2 guys that I would want.
I think they would. I think Frank, they're going to try to go maybe if they're not going to sign Hills and Turner and I mean they Duarte. Now maybe they might do Duarte because I mean with the murders of Matherin and Halliburton, that's their backcourt. You know what I mean? You know, Duarte can shoot the lights out. He's like another Quentin Grimes. I don't know. It all depends to me, Frank Matos. Do the Knicks want a veteran player? You know, do they want somebody like a Buddy Hield who's shooting damn near 40-something% from downtown? Or now Obi deal, are you gonna give up Harkenstein and Obi for Miles Turner? I don't know. That's a tough one, Frank. Frank, I got to look at all their roster and see what they got there. But I think that the one that I thought they was more or less a rebuild mode, but it seemed like the way they play in 19 and 17, 6 in the Eastern Conference, half a game above us or a game above us. You know, do you think they're gonna try to go to the playoffs? Or you think they still going to be in a rebuild right now? They just playing good basketball, and obviously the second half of the season the Pacers taper off. They taper off because usually the second time around, people going to know Ben Matherin game. He knew to all these guys right now, and so but when the second half of the season comes around, that's a different story. You know, now everybody might know what these cats can do. They're gonna say, well, we know this cat do this, we know this cat do that. We're gonna lock these cats down, and then next thing you know, the Indiana Pacers right where we thought they were gonna be. That's a tough question. What I hear they want to trade their picks. Hey Frank, is that the Knicks want to trade their picks, or is that Dallas? I mean, that Indiana want to trade their picks. If they want to trade their picks, the more the merrier for us. You know, we can take them same picks they sending us and put them in a deal to get rid of somebody else's contract. He said Pacers. I'm not mad at that, man. Here's reason why I say about the Obi Toppin thing. You know, you're gonna have to pay Obi pretty soon. Are the Knicks fans still confident, long Julius Randle was around, that Obi Toppin will be able to reach what we think he could be with the emergence of Quentin Grimes, if Quickly's still here? I don't know. That's a tough call for me. He said Frank Marshall the first round and maybe a second. We'll see, man. We'll see, Chop House. We'll keep an eye on that, Frank Marshall. Appreciate the chat, though. But I don't think Knicks get it tonight. Go ahead, bro.
I'm just gonna say this. There were some things out there that I seen that Hale and Turner. Hale's he can shoot the three. He shoot lights out 3-point shot. But if we were to get those two guys, where would me as a Knicks fan, where's Turner gonna play? You know, is he gonna, what position he's gonna play? Is he gonna be a backup off the bench for Mitchell Robinson? I don't know.
The only choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know I don't think he wants to come over here to be a backup. Only for 1 year, I think he only has a 1-year contract. I mean, this is his last year on his contract, but I don't know if he comes in here and becomes a backup for Mitchell Robinson. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he ain't got no choice.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I think if he come here, he play back. I think you got to move Harkenstein in that Obi deal, because you're gonna have to kind of make the money work. But I don't got to, for 1 year. If you move Harkenstein, I'll take let him back up Mitch, and then you let Hill back up Grimes. You got a potent squad then, because now you got what? I mean, listen, I don't have a problem with that, because it's all workable to me. I really believe if Miles Turner, if you move Harkenstein and Obi Toppin for Buddy Hills, and Buddy Hills make a lot of money, and that's $36 million. You're gonna have to throw Fournier or somebody in there. But if you did that, I think it boosted this team's chances of being better, because here you're not taking away from Quentin Grimes, because he's gonna be starting. You know what I mean? You're not taking away from Mitchell Robinson, but I think Miles Turner's defense compared to Harkenstein is night and day. I mean, so I think it makes us a much stronger team. But like I said, it all depends on what the Knicks really want to do, Chap. But I wouldn't have a problem with it just because we're trying to go to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Then obviously what happens, even if you don't sign Miles Turner, you got that $8 million Harkenstein off the book the next year after that. At least that. You know what I mean? You got that off there. And you might have to add that to Buddy Hill this money. I forgot how many years Buddy Hill got left on this deal, but I think it makes the Knicks a stronger team. I can tell you that much right there. They fit right in. Two snipers behind each other, like him and Buddy Hill and Grimes.
Yeah, that's the way you saying it like that. Yeah, and I think Turner would probably want to be a starter, but if he came off the bench with Mitchell Robinson being the starter and we get Hill to back up Quentin Grimes, man, you talking about we're gonna be all right. Then we'll be all right.
That made me think of a Miami Heat type of team. No superstar talent, but a team bunch of good players. Just a team bunch of good players. You know what I mean? And that bench would be potent, man. Even if it's McBride, if Quickly's still here, Quickly, Buddy Hills, whoever going to be at the 3, who going to be at the 4. We had to think about the 4 spot, and then you got Edmund Turner. I mean, that's pretty legit right there, man. Strong team. Defense minded. Buddy Hill can play when he want to play. Turner's a good shot blocker. He gonna make our second unit defense much better than Harkenstein.
Much better.
I like Harkenstein, but this cat, you know what I mean? So I think it mathematically could work out, but it'd be interesting, man. How it goes, but we'll see, man. That time of the year coming up, man. He said, "I heart Obi Cam Fournier from here." Yeah, I do that.
I would do it too. What? I would do that.
Frank, I'll be all on that. I heart Obi Cam Fournier for Turner and Hill in the first. I would do it all day, every day. that team will be much stronger. Why Obi not playing? He getting so many minutes. I hardly get so many minutes. Cam ain't playing. Fournier ain't playing. Might well move him on, but that makes that team stronger. And like I said, the good thing about it, if you don't want to bring Miles Turner back, you don't have to worry about the $18 million no more. And Fournier's contract, it kind of offsets Turner's contract. You know what I mean? Obi had a qualifying. Ihart had another 8 year after this. So even the Turner, the Hill contract still works out for the Knicks. You know what I mean? But that would be crazy, though. You know what I mean? That would be crazy to make the team much stronger. But that's the beautiful thing about this time of year, man. We going into that time of the season. I'm glad Frank put that out there. But, in the meantime, the Knicks about to get it popping in 5 minutes. We're going to get up out of here, man. Great show, man. Great conversation. And first and foremost, Happy New Year to everybody, man. Let's hope we go to the thing popping with a Knicks win tonight. Get it close out the year, man, with a victory to stop the skid. And get ready to come back to 2022-23 and have a good second half of the season. We didn't do bad this year. I think a lot of things didn't go our way, but a lot of things can go our way. We 18-18. We like to close it out with a win, 19-18. Shot Powers. Hopefully that RJ and Obi them in the next couple of weeks can get back to this thing. And we kind of get back to what we do best. You know what I mean? It's been a peak and valley season, but we right there, man. So we just got to try to close it out today and get a win and see what happens.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. And for the night, you know what I mean? Push the pace. Grab some rebounds, hit your free throw shots. We do that tonight, we win the game. I think it's going to be 116 to 108, 116-108. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I like that, man. I really agree with that because I don't think they defense is that special this top, especially even with Brunson and RJ or not. I think Quickly and Grimes been filling in well. We thought them the two that needed to do it. They've been doing it well. I'm gonna go out there tonight. I'm gonna put 118. Our defense gets back at it. 118-107. 118-107. Knicks win by 11. Close out the year. 19-18. Get ready to move into 2022-23. And that's a real good talk. But Shop, how at the chat. Let them know what's on your mind. Your last words, and we get up out of here.
Cups up, man. Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at, you know what I mean? Happy, healthy, prosperous New Year, man. Salute to you all Knicks fans that come in here every day when we on here to come and represent. And salute to all the great podcasters out there, the MBK families, the Blanche Tears, the Ron Still Knicks fans, and so on and so forth, the John Macaries of the world, you know what I mean? Salute to you guys. This drink is for you guys. To a prosperous New Year for the New York Knicks and our New York Knicks fan.
Yeah, real talk, man. I couldn't say it better myself. Salute to everybody out there, man. What a good year so far. Knicks still, we still there. Good thing about it, we still there. And it's a good thing, man. I really am. I'm good about the team. I'm really good where they at right now because with everything we've been through, they could be worse. They could be down in the cellar looking for a pick. But right now, they still hanging in there, man. Let's hope this thing keep going, man. We get a win today and we get it popping. Salute like Shop House. Salute to everybody, man. All the Knicks content creators, every last single one of you. I couldn't name you all because there's a lot of us. But you cats know that we Knicks Real Talk. We always appreciate y'all, man. All the content creators, MBK, Blanche Tears, my man, Streets of Butter, CT.
Yes, sir, CT.
Even my man, BX Jedi, everybody, all the cats, man, who out there giving us this content every day and making sure to keeping us relevant. We got the #1 fan base in the world to me, man. Ain't nobody like a Knicks fan, real talk. You know what I mean? We stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew. I thought you knew. So listen, man, y'all enjoy your night. If you're going to be out there tonight, be safe. Go out there, get it popping, do your thing. Make sure you get home safe and just enjoy it, man. And like Shop Howard said, man, stay healthy, wealthy, and try to stay wise. And much success to everybody out this year. 22 was up, peaks of value to 1922, but a lot of great things happened. My brother tied the knot. You know what I mean? A lot of good things happen. Knicks playing good ball, so a lot of good things happen, man. But you cats have a good night. Thanks for coming in. Tell a friend.
Excuse me, Divine. I want to give one quick shout out too. I'm sorry. Salute to Eru, diehard Knicks, for doing the halftime of games and stuff like that. He really keeps us, he really interjects what the Knicks are doing and his feeling about how the Knicks play. So salute to you, Ebru, as well.
Die Hard, E-Rule, Nick NBK fam, E-Rule in the building always, man. Also dropping all that good content out there, man. Listen, we got one thing about we not only we fans, we got our content creators. One thing about all of us, we are fans. Every last one of us. Every last single content creator that we fans, man. You know what I mean? We just happen to take this knowledge and these platforms and this technology and share with everybody else. I love what I'm doing here, man. I ain't doing it for nothing but for the love. This is real talk. I come on here every night for the love because I really believe in the orange and blue and the people that represent the orange and blue. So we're gonna get it popping down there in Houston tonight. See if we can go out there and get a victory, man, and take it to the next level in 2022-23. So salute to the chat. That's where it's at. D. Roz, Met Nick fan, let's go. Everybody, man. Frank Matos, Cash Out James. Everybody in the building with us tonight. Peace to the God of our wives. Now my brother. Salute to you. Everybody, let's get it. Pudge Nice. P Nice was popping. Salute to you. Sadina, salute to you. Thank you for coming in. Francisco, Cash Out, E. Gibson, Fabian, you name it, we in here. Ron, thank you for coming in, man. And showing some love in the chat. But that's what's up, man. Nick fan, let's get it. JJ, salute to you as well. Charlie King, Hampton Lee, Robert Lee, Jet for Life, all you, man. Tim Smith, salute to the chat. You cats have a great night. Let's go out there and get this victory. We need it, and it'll make us feel good going in 2022-23. Knicks Real Talk, Divine Shot Powers. I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
Let's get it. See y'all next year.
Yes, sir.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ Events. Knicks Real Talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Nick shit, dripping in Nick shit. Up in the world, most famous arena. Look at Click, that's the conglomerate. Knicks Real Talk, we real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the side. The entourage be on the job. My energy, 50 tripping and 10 books. As they cook my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the things we ain't always pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We create the logo when there's hair space that appear like square space. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, looking at Nick City drip. And City Jackson's on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine on Mount Mars. Knicks Real Talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks Real Talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks Real Talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it.